Oh, hey everybody, here we go again. Now, I am not a big Gundam modeler. I'll be honest. I don't really know the whole storyline, the lore behind it. I've never really followed it. I understand it's very popular. The only Gundam model I've ever done has been the M61A5, the 135 scale tank, the very large tank, and I did it because I like armor. And it was a really nice kit to put together. Unfortunately, I never got to finish the video series on it. I'm going to have to get another one and do it. The model didn't survive, but that's a whole nother story. However, you know, as you're surfing along Amazon looking for things, they always recommend stuff, and this came up. And this looked just so interesting, I couldn't resist it. And you know, one of the things is it really reminded me of some of the things in Terminator. If you remember the Skynet, what am I thinking? Skynet's, you know, robot human annihilators. And it just looked really cool. And I want to point out also, this is a 1/144th scale kit. So this has got to be pretty big in its, you know, quote unquote, real life size. And so I looked at this and I said, this just looks so cool. I want to try it. I want to take a look. And researching kind of the subject matter of this, by the way, we got a nice sticker from the company I ordered it from. That's pretty cool. So I guess this, in the Gundam world, this is kind of old Gundam history. This is a prototype. This is older Gundam, this gun tank. And so I figure if I'm going to start something in Gundam, I'm going to do something that combines things that I love. Number one, armor. It's sci-fi. I'm not sure if the Gundam world kind of cross-references the Robotech Macross world. I don't think it does, but this looks like it could be something that stretches. I mean, I'm not saying it is. I'm not suggesting that, but it has the look of something that could, you know, stretch between those two. It looks like it's kind of like a Destroid, kind of. So let's take a look at what's in this box. This is not a new kit, by the way, not at all. It's just new to me. Now this is modeled in color. So theoretically, this is a snap-together kit, but typically when I do kits like this, I generally like to glue them just to be sure. If you recall, the Border Models Apocalypse tank was technically a snap-together kit, but there were some instances where we needed glue just to make sure that it stayed really nice. So that's some beautiful art on the instructions. And oh, I love these instructions. Look at that. Actual, like, pictures, or maybe not pictures, but, you know, 3D renderings of the pieces. Seems to be all in Japanese, although there may be... Oh, well, there's not English. But you know what? It doesn't matter because, well, this is in English, but, well, this is not. You know, great. I guess these are sub-assemblies. I don't know. We'll get to it. But great illustrations. Parts list. And then the actual instructions themselves are very clear. Again, 3D renderings of everything. Those tracks look really cool. We'll check them out in a minute. And then, well, at least we have English descriptions here. Lots of little parts that go together in sub-assemblies, but again, I'm not anticipating this to be too complicated. And even though this is molded in color, you're not technically supposed to have to paint it. They have some color guides here for painting. I probably will paint because, you know, I want to finish it. Really nice instructions, though. I want to get into the pieces. I'm going to start with these tracks because they look really unique the way that they're molded. I really like it. Oh, actually, we'll take a look at the decals. Not a lot of decals to go around. And, you know, again, I don't know how accurate these decals are. to what it's supposed to be on there. Now, if I want to reference something else similar, kind of, if we remember this little guy, the Cosmo Tiger, I know that the decals that came with the kit were really lacking in terms of what the actual cartoon aircraft had, what the anime aircraft had on it. So we had to scrounge and get the markings right, or at least more accurate. The kit itself didn't really come with what it needed. I'm not saying that this is the same thing. I don't know. However, it just so happens that recently I bought a series of decals for Gundam to use for something else, but I have a bunch. I bought these for use on some other projects, but that's really, they're intended for Gundam models. So I don't know if maybe we can use them to spruce it up. I don't know. Again, just throwing the idea out there. I'm going to have to do some research and get references. So these tracks are really cool. They are one-piece tracks, or two-piece, I guess. They go like that. But they're molded, already assembled with SAG already in them. That's pretty cool. And this would be really easy. Like, again, you could just, this is in a gray color, you could just leave that there, but I would want to paint and weather this. But it's really nice, I think, that they did it this way so that you can we, how does that, I'm trying to find which side goes to which. I don't know right now. But this is, this would be really easy because it's already assembled with the proper SAG around road wheels, idler wheels, return rollers, and all that. That's pretty, that's pretty cool. And again, remember, if this is a 1/144th scale, and just to reference this, so is this. And so there's a human being sitting in that cockpit. Think about how massive this vehicle would be if these are the tracks in a 1/144th scale vehicle. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, really nicely done there. I really like that. That's pretty cool. And it really gives us a lot of room to get under and actually do the work on the underside, and get a lot of nice painting and weathering and stuff done. So I think that's really cool. That's really cool. Looking at the moldings themselves, though, I see a little bit of detail. And again, these are just the first sprue we're looking at. Nicely done details in terms of just some bolts, some rivets. I don't see any flash at all on this kit. Very nicely injection molded. I don't see any ejector pin marks at all. Bandai usually makes very good kits. Not a lot of surface detail, but again, maybe you guys can comment and tell me, is this normal for a Gundam type kit or not? I'm not sure. But so we have two identical sprue here. This one is a little rubbery. And this might be for joints and such, movable parts. I'm not entirely sure right now, but this is definitely a rubbery, softer, more pliable type plastic. This one does look like you can see a little bit of, we'll say a little bit more to clean up on this one, but this might be all internal. You know what I didn't look for on here? Do we have, no, I don't even see, oh, there's a few mold lines here and there, but generally very, very clean molding on this. On this one, yeah, there's a few mold, no, actually those are not mold lines, those are just panel lines there. That's cool. Very clean moldings. I mean, very, very clean moldings. I'm going to assume that these are road wheels that go on there. Two more identical sprues here. I'm really impressed with the quality of the moldings here. I'm looking for, yeah, seams and mold lines to clean up. Flash, I just really don't see much at all, if any. There's a little bit on this piece, but a little bit here, but like nothing egregious. I mean, just some very fine sanding will probably take care of all this. This is our cockpit part, which I think would look really good with like a metallic background to match the look there. So you have like maybe like a chrome background for that green. Very good. Nice fabric type texture for these arm joints. And again, even here, you know, this is good because you can see here this has also got that fabric texture, and there's just the slightest hint of a mold line there that you might have to work on, but not much, and that's cool because you don't want to mess up that fabric texture. And then I guess these are the main, we lost one part off the sprue, but we can probably figure out where that goes. Yep, goes right there, so there's only one part off, so we'll figure that out. Again, nice detail. Not, you know, not a lot going on because it's, you know, not a whole lot of different rivets and panel lines and all that, but enough at this scale to give you some really nice detail, you know. And I'll say it one more time, I don't know how much detail there's supposed to be. I don't know how much there is normally, but what is there is very nicely done. Really nicely done. And again, virtually nothing to clean up. This is going to be a very nice, I dare say, easy, simple build. It looks great. I'm very excited to do this. Now the question is, I almost want to do this in maybe a steel metallic color. I know it's gray, but I think it just would look great in more of a metal. Or, you know, I could do a gray and then weather it with lots of worn metal showing through. But this looks like a great kit. I'm really glad I wandered into this and got it. I don't think it's going to be a very long build. I think I'm going to spend more time, just because of the quality looks so good, I think I'm going to spend more time with the weathering and stuff. But it's going to be really fun to do. I mean, it just looks really like a fun kit, and maybe based on this I'll do more Gundam stuff. I don't know. I would love to hear comments from anybody that's built this kit or has experience with the Gundam world that has some advice for me walking into this. But this is going to be really cool. So I'm going to post this little unboxing kit review. We have to finish the M4A3 because we were right in the middle of it, and then we got very excited with some other projects. So this will be right up next after we finish the M4A3, which is not going to take long to do. I'm working on it right now, but I just got this. I was so excited. I just had to do it. I know it's probably frustrating that I keep bouncing from project to project, but I'm flighty like that. But so we'll finish off the M4A3, and then we will move right into this build. I have so many projects in the works all at once. I think a lot of builders do that. I'm super excited to get to this one though. This one's going to be great. I cannot wait to do this one. So please let me know what you think of this kit. If you have experience building this kit or you have cool Gundam advice, I'd love to hear it. I'm open to all suggestions. Thanks for watching this little unboxing with me. And for everybody out there in YouTube land, building them, keep building them, build them well. And I will see you with the next video and building adventure real soon.